It's my birthday! Well, it's not, but it was. So I bought myself a bunch of new goodies. Let's try them out and see if they're any good. Hello everyone, my name's Shannara and welcome to my channel. I love all things beauty, but on a budget. So if that sounds like a bit of you, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment, and let's become baddies on a budget. Starting off with my MUA Grip Fix, which is not new, as you can probably tell. And it's also one of my favourites, which you can also probably tell. Just love this stuff because it's so good. And it will be my favourite until I find something better at this price point, which I don't think I will. But they actually have, I think there's two different grippy primers that MUA do, and I think they've changed the formula of the other one because it's definitely a different colour now. So I do think I'm going to revisit and try out that one. But the first new product I'm going to try out is the MCO Beauty Hair and Brow Magic Wand. This is £7 and I got this because it's for like your hair and your brows, and I was thinking, well, if it can hold up my hair, which is longer, therefore heavier, it should be able to hold up my brows. So again, it has like a long side and a short side like the Maybelline one, and I'm just yet to find a clear brow gel that I actually like that's affordable. Also, I know MCO are supposed to be a brand that do dupes. Is this a dupe for something or is it their own brand? Because what is this supposed to look like? I have no idea. Let's give that a go. To the long side to like run through my brows, and I'm using the short side to like push the brows up, and like it's okay. Definitely not getting all of the brows. Try the other one and get it good and in there and shape. I don't like it. Can you see how it's literally, the brows are like immediately falling out of place? The wand is really bendy, so I can't put that much pressure on it. That's a shame, because I know it's only £7, but it's a waste of £7 if it doesn't work. I don't even have a lot of brow. How does it possibly work on head hair? Okay, this next product I'm really excited about. It is the Essence Foundation Stick, and I got it in shade 230. You could not tear me away from my foundation stick back in the day. We were thick as thieves. So when I saw this for literally like, I think it was like £4.99, something around that mark, I had to hit add to cart as fast as possible. Now, I do not have money in order to buy loads of shades to find the right shade match, so I only had the money and the budget to buy one. So I'm going to put it on my face and we're going to hope and we're going to see. And I imagine I'm supposed to warm it up on the back of my hand, or I'm supposed to put a brush on it, but the good thing about having a stick is that I can just draw it straight on my face. That's the convenience of a stick product. So I'm just going to draw it straight on my face and we're going to see. Okay, it's a little bit dark, but I think I can make it work. Let's blend that out and see what it's giving. Lightweight, buildable and skin caring texture for an even natural complexion. What is a skin caring texture? It does smell like skincare though. It smells very natural. I don't know how else to explain it. Let's draw it on my other side of my face. Like, that definitely gave some good coverage. It's blending so nicely. And I am using like a tiny brush. I imagine it's faster if you use a bigger brush, because it says that it's buildable, so let's test that claim. Nice and creamy. I would say it's not... Did it claim to be lightweight? Yeah, like you can definitely feel it on your face. It's not as lightweight as, like, not to sound ridiculous, but it's not as lightweight as like a serum foundation. You can definitely feel that you have makeup on. But I would say it is a nice natural, like satiny skin-like finish. And on this side of my face I have 2 layers, and on this side of my face I have 1, so I definitely think it's buildable too. Let's even out the sides of my face before we move on. Yeah, I do think the brow gel has reacted really funny with my primer, and it's like pilling, so the foundation is going on a bit weird around my forehead, but I think that isn't the foundation. I think it's the brow gel. Oh, there's air on my nose. So it claims to be lightweight. I would say it's not. It says buildable, definitely. Skin caring texture. I have no idea what that means. It also says for an even and natural complexion, and I would say my skin looks even and it looks pretty darn skin-like. For how affordable it is, if you're on a lower budget, then that's pretty darn good. For an affordable brand, it came in a heck of a lot of shades. Like, it actually had a really good shade range. Okay, next I'm using the MUA Cream Bronzer, which is an oldie but a goodie. And if you own it, just give it a smell. Thank me later. just give it a quick sniff, give it a quick smell. Thank me later. It smells amazing. And that is building really easily and really nicely on top of that stick foundation. Next, I know I'm incredibly late to the game, but I finally got my hands on the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I got the shade 40, which I think is also called Caramel. People rave about this stuff, and you know that I love Maybelline complexion products, so let's open it and let's see what it's given. Just looking at it, I'm a bit, oh, okay. I thought it was going to be a bit darker, like looking at the shade in the tube, but I think this is like the perfect brightening shade. This was also on offer when I bought it, so it retails for like $7.99, somewhere around there, but it was like 20% off at Boots plus Advantage card, so I got it for around a $5. That shade, I love it, but I will say my only problem is that as somebody who loves concealer, this doe foot is tiny and it takes out such a small amount of product that I had to dip in so many times to get out enough product for what I like. But if you don't like as much concealer as I do, then that's not going to be a problem for you. But I like to cover myself. Let's get to blend in. Do my chin first and then my forehead to just give my under eyes a bit of time to sit. Is blending a dream. It's blended straight into that foundation. I was a bit worried about how my foundation was going to blend with the rest of my products, but it being a stick formula, it's blending really, really well. Everything's just going straight into it instead of just like putting like a gross like layer on top. They're all blending really nicely. Do those under eyes. That is nice. It's like the perfect little extra bit of brightness shade. I might add a little bit more just to see, and let that sit while I do this side. Blending so nicely, and that shade is literally perfect for just like that extra bit of brightness. Just blend that extra little bit I put in and really blend right out to the corner, because I love to give my under eyes that like lifted look. Oh, I'm a big fan. That might be a new favourite. My only other thing though is that like it's only 6.8 millilitres, so this is tiny. I'm gonna get through this so quickly, and at $7.99, can I afford to get through this like that quickly? Like, I'm not sure I want to get through it that quickly because it is still $7.99, and there are other concealers that I like. For example, the W7 one, which is only £4, and you get like 10 millilitres, but this is pretty. Okay, I know in my last video I did use the Maybelline Sunstopper blush in City Sizzle, and I am going to use it again. Blend it out with a brush. But since then I have gone out and bought the shade Electric Bronze. I know that this shade is not going to be a bronzer on me, but I saw the swatch on the deeper skin tone and it was stunning. Absolutely stunning, like mouth-wateringly stunning. So I bought it anyway, and I thought we could do like a sunsetty ombre type thing. So I'm just going to put that like right at the top and blend that in, and also try and blend it into my concealer. Oh, that shine. This isn't going to be for everyone, but this stuff, I am 100% the target audience for this. This is it's just such a bit of me. Like, it's so glowy and beautiful. I want to sparkle. Smidgen widgen bit more just here. This is literally my new favourite thing in the world. So now I'm going to use the MCO Beauty Miracle Flawless Setting Spray, which is obviously meant to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I cannot comment on its dupeability because I own the Charlotte Tilbury one. But what I can tell you is that I really like this one. Sticking with MCO Beauty and sticking with dupes, it takes no genius to work out what this is a dupe for. This is the MCO Beauty Miracle Flawless Pressed Powder, and when I bought this, it was on offer for £8, so I think it's usually 12, but I got it for 8, and I got the shade Medium Warm 3. I just feel like everybody and their dog raves about how good this is for a dupe, because obviously the Charlotte Tilbury one is way more expensive. I just don't get how MCO Beauty get away with their dupes, because their dupes aren't even like, they're not even subtle, they're exactly the same. The packaging looks the exact same, like the lettering, everything. Okay, let's see what she's given. She's definitely given coverage. I'm going to go in with a little bit more to see how it builds, because it's just like clinging a bit here. I don't know if you can see it's clinging. I've clearly got like a dry patch there, but that's fine. We'll sort that out with setting spray in a minute. But it's definitely smoothing and giving like a, I wouldn't say airbrushed, but it's definitely smoothing my skin. Obviously up close it creases because my face moves when I talk and make expressions. There is literally nothing you can do in order to stop your face and your under eyes creasing apart from not move your face all day. It's really nice. Oh, that is nice, isn't it? Okay, I get it. I get why everybody's raving about this stuff. I will say £12 for a pressed powder is still not like the most drugstore of the drugstore, but it's also not like the worst. Does that make any sense? Can get more affordable powders on the drugstore, obviously, but this is pretty. I really like this and I'm genuinely shocked by that. I'm just going to quickly chuck on some powder bronzer. This is not part of the test. Something else that's not new is the Troublemaker Butter Me Up Baked Highlighter, which is not new, sorry, but I just thought it would look beautiful with these two shades mixed together. Stuff is crazy pigmented, so I'm just going to take like the tiniest amount and just put it, oh yeah, look at that. It's just bringing out that extra little bit of zhuzhy sparkle, which I just love. Just going back in with my powder puff just to blend that in just a little bit. So I just may have slightly overdone that just a little bit, but I like the sparkle, so that's fine. The Revolution Blade Brow to do my brows, and let's see how the MCO stuff has held up. Oh, I've got hair on my face. I mean, it's like held them in place, but like it's dropped and then held them where they've dropped. The jury is definitely out on the MCO Beauty Magic Hair Wand. Would I say it's magic? No. I understand if it's not really holding up my brows, then I don't understand how it holds up actual hair, because generally hair is much longer than brows, so hair is heavier, and I also don't have a lot of brow. So like if you have thicker brows than me, or even just more brows than me, then that's just not going to work at all. I'm going to give myself another spritz of the MCO Beauty setting spray, and this is hopefully where we're going to see that like dry patch where I put on way too much powder disappear. I also think that was a skin prep issue and a me applying the product issue, not a the product issue, if that makes sense. Some more of the Sun Kisser blush, and I'm just going to put it underneath my brow, blend that a bit, and this is in the Electric Bronze shade. I'm also just going to take some on my nose because what the heck, this stuff. I'm going to take the other colour as well and just do like a tiny dot and blend that in as well. And they blend so nicely and so easily and so quickly together. Let's add more, what the heck. This time I remember to do it before my mascara, so that's progress. I'm just going to take my Rimmel Scandalise Waterproof. My lip combo again is my one from TikTok shop from Rose Glow Cosmetics. And then the lip gloss, I think it's just called Chocolate. Yeah, I'm going to go do my hair while my mascara definitely dries. And then I'll do this. I'll be right back. Hair is done, mascara is dry. Let's do the finishing touch. This again isn't new, but I love it. My makeup doesn't budge. It does not budge. I did also want to like show you guys this, but like, has anybody else had this where like I literally cannot open it? Like, I just can't. Has anybody else had this? But because it's open and I've used it, I don't want to like do it too forcefully for all of the powders to just fall out. If anybody knows how to make this packaging open, that would be amazing. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. Okay, and this is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. Let me bring you in nice and close. I think once again the standout for me is definitely these. Where have these been all my life? I am literally the prime target audience for these, and yet I've not been using them the whole time. And shocker, I've actually already ordered I think 2 more of these. And this, for £4.99, pleasantly surprised. I definitely got the wrong shade, but with the rest of the products, you can't even tell. It's blended really nicely with everything. I was really worried that because it's like a stick formula, it was going to blend funny, but once it's on the skin, beautiful. And then this, I get it. I get the hype. I get why you're all talking about it. This stuff, I might also get the shade lighter for like a brightening shade as well, because I think this is my new fave.
Who are you talking to?
Talking to myself.
You're talking to your phone.
I am. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you like this kind of video, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment, and I will see you next time, Baddie on a Budget. Next time, Baddies on a Budget. Bye.
Bye.